Let's finish my Sirocco today. Good morning, my name is Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse, where I talk to you about my dressmaking journey. Today is Tuesday. I am bringing you this vlog as another day of my sewing week. So apologize for not looking too sharp this morning. I'm still not feeling too great. I came home quite late last night after my tennis match, which was an exhausting one. It took quite long to get to the finish line, and then we had a second match to play as well, so it's quite tired. Not feeling great this morning, so I slept in a little bit. It is about 10:15 right now. Feeling a little bit better, had a little bit of a second sleep, and I am ready to finish my Sirocco jumpsuit. So just to recap where I am, I've made the bodice part, I've made the trouser part. I am now at the stage where I am attaching the bodice to the trousers, and then all I have to do is attach the sleeves and sew the side seam. So in the instructions it says to sew the side seam first and then attach the sleeves, but I have always found it so much easier to attach the sleeves when they're flat, especially when it comes to jersey. So I am going to attach the sleeves first and then sew the side seams all in one go, and then all that's left to do is hem it. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I have decided to do the hem before I sew the side seams, just because it's easier when it's laying flat. So I'll do the hems of the sleeves and the trouser legs, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to overlock the edges just because it makes it look neater, and then I'm going to use a twin needle to sew the hem. So I'm just going to turn it up and sew it with a twin needle. Now when I'm using a twin needle, I prefer to use regular thread over Meriflex thread, just because it makes it look nicer in my opinion, and it holds more. It's less likely to break in my experience. So I'm going to install the twin needle, and then I'm just going to grab another scrap piece of fabric and test it out, because the twin needle might like to use a longer stitch length or a different tension. So I'm just going to test it out and make sure I get the right settings before sewing the hem. So all the hemming is done with the twin needle. I am very happy with the result. All I have to do now is stitch the side seams together, and then we have a finished playsuit. So yeah, this is the final result. I am happy with how it looks. I mean, obviously it looks a bit different on the hanger than it would do on my body. I haven't tried it on yet, I will do so later. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how that looks, and we'll see what it looks like when I put it on. So for now, I am just going to clean up the mess I've made in my sewing room, collect all the pattern pieces and stuff. Then I'll have some lunch, and then after lunch I am going to do some embroidery, so I'll show you how that works as well. Okay, so I have set up my embroidery machine. I always just set it on the desk where I usually cut out and stuff, but this is a good space for it to be. I can also raise the desk so I can have it on sitting down level or standing up level, whichever way I want it. And then here on my ironing board I place my 2 boxes of thread so I can get them easily whilst I'm embroidering. So it's the first day I am going to embroider on a card. I have a friend who is, well, she's graduating from her PhD tomorrow, So I want to make her a card, and I bought a design that's specifically for card, because when you want to embroider on paper card, actually, you need special cardstock designs. So I've bought one from Embroidery Library, which says congratulations, which I think is quite nice. So I am going to get that ready. Okay, so I have hooped the stabilizer and I've put the paper on top. I am floating the paper, as you would call it, because it's not big enough to be hooped as well. And I've just sticked it down with washi tape, and hopefully that will keep it from moving around when stitching out the design. So now I'm just going to load the design onto my machine and decide on the colors and get stitching. So it only took about 2 minutes to load the design onto the machine, which I am always so happy with how quick it goes. Basically, I buy a design online via my phone. It gets saved on my phone, and then I use the Artspira app by brother, load the design into that, and through that it uses Wi-Fi to load it onto my machine, and so it's really quick. So I'm very happy with that. If I wanted to, I could still move it around here, change the size a little bit, rotate it, whatever I want, change colors, anything. But I am quite happy because I've already done that in the app. Now I'm just going to see if the washi tape is like not in the way, which I don't think it is. But if I press this button here, it's going to show me the complete stitch out area. So I think we are very much in the clear. Yeah. See, that's fine. And it goes back to the middle. Okay, so now I just have to load the first color, and yeah, I'll show you how it gets on. So this is the finished end result. I think it looks pretty good for a first time making a card. I'm going to unhook it now and cut out the stabilizer. This will be the back. So I'm just going to cut around the edge. I don't want to tear it as it is paper, so I don't want to risk it ripping. And then what I'm going to do is have another, card paper like this. Write the message on there and then just stick it onto the back so you don't see this ugly backside basically. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so I have embroidered the cards that I wanted to embroider. It went really quickly. One of them took 10 minutes, the other took, well, not even 5 minutes, I don't think. So now I am going to embroider on jersey for the first time. Just going to use some scraps from my Sirocco, and I'm going to try that out because I have iron-on stabilizer, so that means it should work. I'm just going to choose a design that I want to try out and go from there.